Hey y'all, Melissa here with you today, and today I'm going to be showing you how to sew double fold bias tape. So this is double fold bias tape, and it's called that because you unfold it once and you'll find two more folds. So you unfold it again to get to the full width of the bias tape. Now, I'm not going to be showing you how to make bias tape today. This bias tape was made by me, because I have another video, and I've linked it below, that shows that process. What I am going to show you is how to sew this on and how to go around a corner with bias tape. So you'll notice on store-bought, prepackaged bias tape that one side of the bias tape is folded just slightly shallower than the other, and you should do that when you're making your own bias tape as well. So as you can see, I didn't fold it perfectly even. The bottom side of the tape here sticks out just a little past the top side. And that is intentional. And that is so that you have a little bit of extra fabric to wrap around and make sure that it catches the stitching on the back side. To sew this on, I'm going to unfold my bias tape, and I will be stitching right in that fold line closest to the raw edge. So let me go ahead and pin this on. And I am matching raw edges here. Okay, at the corner, I'm going to insert a pin at an angle, pointing at the corner. And then what I want to do is I want to fold my bias tape away from the fabric. I want a 45-degree angle at the corner. That's why I put my pin there, so that it could help me. And then I want to fold it back so that the raw edges are even again. And you'll see what this does is it creates this little kind of flap of fabric here, and we're going to use that and fold it all in to make our mitered corner later. So I'm going to stitch in this direction until I get to that pin where the fabric is folded. Then I will cut my thread, and I will pick up my needle, and then I will come back in, put my needle down right next to the fold, and we'll stitch this direction. Because I'm going to cut my thread, I'm going to back stitch twice here. And then I'll fold that fabric out of the way, come back, very carefully put the needle down, right at that fold again. Take 2 stitches, back stitch, and then continue down that side. Now what I want to do is fold all of this around to the wrong side. First, I am going to take that straight edge around, and then here at the corner you'll see how this kind of starts to make its own 45-degree angle here. See that nice little fold? And it should do the same thing on the back edge as well. As I'm pinning here, I'm making sure that the pin is on the denim and that on the back side it's going into the bias tape. Okay, and you can see that nicely folded corner there, and it's also folded on the back side. And you can kind of roll with your fingers to tweak that fold on the back side as well. There we go. That's a little nicer looking. One of the advantages to a bias tape finish is that it looks nice on both the front and the back side. And you can also see how my bias tape on the back side is just covering that line of stitching from before. All right, now I'm going to stitch right next to the edge of the bias tape. And here is what my finished bias tape sewn on looks like. You can see I've got a nice neatly folded corner there, and it's very nicely done on the back as well, and those stitches did catch the back bias tape as well. So it can be really simple to do a nice bias tape finish. It just takes some time and some precision. And if you would like to see how to work with single fold bias tape, I have another video linked here and you can check out how that's just a little bit different.